online here. Just give it a few minutes. I just went on. And happy Wednesday for anybody who's here yet. Nobody yet. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see some people starting to come on. I'm just waiting for more people to come on. And so we're just going to wait here a few minutes. I see some people coming on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm on both, just so somebody likes Instagram better. I'm on there also, doing them at the same time. Hi, everybody. Hi, Janet. My boy's sleeping here on the ground, and he's talking to me as I talk. He's asleep. He thinks I'm talking to him. Hello, I don't know how to say your name, but Miwok. I don't know if that's your name or a nickname on Instagram, but hello. Oh, nice to see you too, Janet. So we're getting more people. So I'm just going to start talking about some announcements again. I know I went over them last week, but I'm going to go over them again just each time I come on. So every Wednesday night, I'll be doing these Facebook Lives, and I'll be making announcements and doing a few readings and some mediumship readings, some psychic readings. We'll just see how I feel each week. I'm just going to play it by ear, and if I'll give you guys the information, and then when I feel drawn to somebody, I'll have you call in. And that way everybody can hear the reading, and there's no Facebook delay, because there's like a 20-second delay, which is really frustrating to read that way. Hi, everybody. I see all these hellos. Thank you. Hi. So then I also wanted to say, if you're in Huntington Beach, I have my Spiritual Development Circle this next week on Thursday, the 16th. I'll have my first circle for 2020, and it's a psychic circle. So if you're interested in learning, it's a great class to come. It's great for beginners or people who have already been learning, or my people that have already been coming, keep coming. It's just a great place to practice with other like-minded people. It's free. I offer this twice a month, every other week. One time will be psychic, and we'll alternate between that and mediumship. So check that out. You can get information. There's links in the on the Facebook group. And then Sacramento, I am coming next week. I'm very excited, and I believe all my readings are sold out. But I do think I have one more spot for my small group reading on Sunday night, and I have a lot of openings, or not a lot, I have some openings left for my Foundations of Mediumship workshop. It's a one-day workshop. So if you're interested in learning how to connect with your own loved ones, or you're just interested in learning more about it because you feel drawn to it, and you're looking for a great place to get started, that's what my class will be about. I'll be teaching you all the basics, and by the end of the day, you'll have connected with Spirit, I promise. So check that out if you're in Sacramento and you want to learn. And then, let's see, after that, I do have a small group reading here in Huntington Beach at my office, and I'm selling tickets to that. There's a link in my Facebook group. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested, or if you have a few friends and you want to come and check out one of my small group readings. Everybody gets a reading that evening. It's about 2 to 2.5 hours long, depending on how many people come. And it's $85 a ticket, or you could get 2 tickets for $150. So check that out. Or if you want to host your own party, there's the pricing's on my website, and there should be a link in there as well. If you host your own party, you get a free 25-minute reading that you can use after the event, and all of your guests will get 30% off a reading if they book with me as well. They'll get a coupon for 30% off. So it's a great deal, and I can come to your house if it's within a certain distance, and locally it's free. If it's over a certain mileage, I do charge a little bit. So you can check that out on my website as well under small group readings. And then, let's see. Oh, and I'm going to be doing it down with Cheryl Murphy on Saturday, February 22nd at 7 p.m. and that will be at the Colby Rebel Spirit Center. So check that out. More information on my website as well. And then I will have another dem in March, still trying to figure out how to finish or get the location. We're having difficulty, but check that out. It'll be listed soon on my website as well. And then just some of the services I offer. I offer mediumship readings where I connect with your loved ones that have passed. I offer psychic readings, or I call them soul readings, but psychic readings where I'm going to connect with you. And with my soul reading, I'm really looking for things that are blocking you in your current life. So I do what I call a past, present, future type reading. And with that, I will connect with you. I will look into your past and look for things that stand out to me that are blocking you currently, and kind of focus on what's going on right now. And then you can kind of guide me by telling me where you want me to focus on, or if you have specific questions or things like that. That's how my soul readings work. And then I do the small group readings or custom psychic parties or mediumship parties. It's up to you. So check all of those out. That's what's going on right now. And that's what I wanted to announce. I do want to go over a couple rules. I haven't done that in the past, so I just want to kind of do that now, because I realize sometimes I jump ahead, I get excited, and I just jump straight into things, and I don't explain the rules to everybody, and then I wonder why they don't follow them. So here are the rules. When I'm doing the reading, I don't want you to give me any information in the comments about your loved ones. I do evidential mediumship, and with that, I don't want to know anything up front. I want to bring through the evidence, and I want you to validate it with the yeses, nos, or I don't knows. So when I give you the information, if you can understand all the information, say yes. If you can understand most of the information, say yes, most of it, and then tell me which pieces you understand. Or if it's easier, which piece you do not understand. Now, I don't always get names. I am working on names. So typically the way the names work for me is if I get a name, it could be somebody that's alive or somebody in spirit. So it could be somebody in the family or a close friend. It just depends. So if you can understand the name and that concept, that's great. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a loved one when I get a name. So just keep that. And with relationships, I get my relationships by feeling them. And so if somebody was like a mother, I'm going to feel a maternal figure. And when I say maternal, it could be a mom, it could be a stepmom, or it could be a mother-in-law. And on occasion, if you had a grandmother who practically raised you or watched you all growing up, she's going to feel like a mom to me sometimes too. So just keep an open mind when I say maternal. But that doesn't mean if I say I've got a mom and this, and this, and you yell out, you go in the comments and say, yes, that's my grandma. You have to say yes, and then you have to explain if it's your grandma, why it's your grandmother. Like maybe you could say my grandmother raised me so she was like a mom. Okay, so keep that, understand that. So I think those are the big rules. It's just like I always tell everybody, don't feed the medium. And don't take my line. So when you post things in the comments, maybe that's information I'm going to get, and you just took it. You told me in the comments, so I don't want you to do that. I want to be able to give you that information so you know it came from spirit. All right. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody? Hi, Ashley. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Gordon. And hello, Lisa. And who else is on here? I'm trying to see my comments here. Okay, it's not moving, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now I'm moving. Oh, hi, Jennifer. And now it's going so fast I lost everybody. Well, I'm trying to say hi to everybody, but hi, everyone. The computer's working a little slow here, and so as I scroll, it'll scroll really fast all at once. So I went over the rules, I went over the evidential mediumship, so and I went over my announcement. So I'm just going to kind of connect and see who I feel here, and if I feel drawn to you, I will post the phone number for you to call. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? I hope. And Let's see, I'm reading some of the comments. My dog is doing good. She had 14 teeth removed. Thank you, Robert. And it's been about a week. We go back to the vet. I was going to say the orthodontist, not for my dog. She did not get braces. She doesn't. No, she doesn't need braces. But apparently, dogs have 42 teeth, and it's very common for small dogs around age 7 to lose a lot of teeth. And they're telling me that 14 teeth is not a lot, although it was very traumatic to me. My dog seems fine, and she seems quite happy with it. So thank goodness, and thank you for asking, Robert. And let's see. Oh my gosh, the comments come so fast. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to start connecting and see who I feel, okay? So just bear with me here. All right, right off the bat, I know I've got a woman that's coming through. Okay. No, I've got a woman who's coming through. You know, this feels like somebody's mother, but I feel like your mom would have, if it's your mom, she would have passed at a young age for a mom. I don't feel like she made it to like 70 or 80s. I feel like she was younger than that. I feel that this mom would have been somebody who was really enjoyed the outdoors. I know that she likes to walk around barefoot in the sand and things like that. She didn't like to be indoors. It was like outdoors was it for her. She really enjoyed being out in the sun, the fresh air, just nature. And as a mom, I have to say, she could be, I feel like she could be a loving mom, but she could also be kind of hard sometimes, or maybe it's not hard. She was very brutally honest with you, I would say. She was the kind of mom who was always just would tell you like it was. She didn't beat around the bush when it came to her children. Can anybody understand a mother like this in spirit? She's a tough lady, but very loving, but tough. And I know it's a mom. It feels very maternal. She feels very maternal. Can anybody understand a mom like this? If so, just post in the comments, please. And I know we're a little bit 20 seconds or so behind, so I'll give you guys a minute to kind of catch up here. And what is this? Oh, the cord from the Instagram is showing in the camera. So let's fix that. Okay. So Michelle, wait, Robert, oh, several people said yes. Now, are you saying yes to the mom? That's the thing. There's such a delay. I often wonder when I see the answers what you're answering. So if you could put in the answer yes to whatever you're answering yes to, that would be awesome. And it would help me so much, please. So I've got a mom. I feel like being outdoors is important to her. I know that I just keep seeing her with her. She's barefoot, and I feel like she likes her feet in the sand or in the dirt. It's like she's not afraid of getting dirty. Very down to earth. She's also very straightforward. It's in a loving way, but she'll tell you like it is. She's not going to beat around the bush or lie to you. That's the kind of mom she is. Can anybody understand this? Yes, my mom's best friend, my Aunt Mary. Okay, so if you can understand this with your Aunt Mary, was she like a mom to you? Like, was she there for you growing up? Was she there, like, if you known her your whole life? Because that's the feeling I get. This woman would have been around watching you grow up. Can you understand that, Michelle? These comments. There we go. No, not Aunt Mary, my friend Kathy. Okay, Effie, you can understand everything for your mom? Can you understand her liking being outdoors, not being afraid of getting dirty? Like she could go out there and be in the dirt barefoot or in the sand barefoot if she wanted. She wasn't afraid of that. She loved being outdoors and strong person, like strong-willed, but also very straightforward. Can you understand that, Effie? Oh, just give it a few seconds. And let's see, Instagram. Hi, everybody on Instagram. My 6 people, or 5 now. Let's see. So, okay, so Robert, you can understand the age when she passed. And Effie, you can understand the camping. Okay. You know, Effie, let me go with you. I'm going to give you the phone number right now and have you call in. I do feel like I'm with you. And so give me just a second here. I'm going to reply in this comments here and give you the phone number. Did I do it right here? It's not posting it. Okay, I just posted it. Effie, if you want to give me a call, I'll put you on the speakerphone so everybody can hear. That'd be awesome. And let's see if I can connect with your mom. So while I'm waiting for her to call, at the end of this, if anybody has any questions that they want to ask me about mediumship or psychic, not like another reading, it's more just your curiosity about how it works or any of that, you can post them in the comments for me and I'll try to answer them at the end. Okay? Oh, there she is. Hi, is this Effie?
Yes.
How are
Hi.
you?
Good, how are you?
Great. So you can understand the outdoors thing with your mother and being very strong and saying things like it is, but she's loving, but it's like she's firm.
Yes.
Okay. And would you understand her passing it and like she wasn't like super? I just feel like she passed too early. She feels okay because I feel like I'm not in my 70s or 80s. I feel like I'm in 60s maybe or even younger.
Yes, she was 59.
Perfect. That's what I'm feeling. So you can understand everything. That's great. Let me keep going with her then. And as I connect with her, would you understand her having a love or, I know it's outdoors, but I also feel like I'm drawn to the ocean. Would you understand this?
Yeah, we used to go to the ocean almost every weekend.
Perfect, because I feel like I want to put my feet in the sand. I want to watch the sunsets, like all of that. I just feel like she really loved that the whole feeling of the ocean. And when you say you used to go every weekend, was it somewhere in Northern California? Because you know what beach I keep seeing? I keep seeing Pismo Beach, where it's like a lot of sand and you can walk way out in the water.
It was Seacliff.
Okay, I don't know where that is, but is it like Pismo?
It's not too far from there.
Ah, okay, so that may be why I keep seeing that, because she keeps showing me that. I feel like those are kind of the things I see. And I just feel like a love for animals as well with your mom. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. And, you know, would you understand her also, like the two of you, I feel like you had, I know that you guys loved each other very much, but I do feel that sometimes because your mom was so straightforward, you could really butt heads with her. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Because sometimes I feel like you could get your feelings hurt by things she says. I feel like she wants to say that, like she's sorry she hurt your feelings. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you're quite sensitive, I feel, and she's saying like she wasn't always as sensitive as you.
Yeah, no, she wasn't.
But you know that she meant well with everything she said, I feel. You understand that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she's sorry. Now that she looks back, she sees that, you know, maybe some of the things she said or the way she said it wasn't always nice.
Right.
Okay. And would you understand you're not the only child? Because I also feel like she has other children, correct?
Correct.
So I do feel like there's, well, here's the thing. Your mom was a mom to a lot of people in some ways. She liked to mother everybody. Is this correct?
True, yes.
Okay, because I feel like she was not only her own family, but feels like she was mom to, like, if she had grandchildren and I don't know, but like your friends, like things like that. Like she just wanted to mother everybody, I feel.
Yeah, it was like the yours, mine, and ours situation.
Yeah. And would you understand there being 4 or 5? Well, I want to say 4 and then 5. So if it was, would you understand her having 4 children?
5 children.
Okay, so they're all still here then?
Yes.
There's not one passed?
One has passed, but it was a baby.
Okay, would that be the 5, the total of 5, or would that make it 6? Okay, that's fine. Because I did feel like one had passed, but I got that wrong. But I know that she had a lot of children, and she was happy about that. She loved being a mom. Yes. And I feel like she was a real hands-on mom. Would you understand that?
Yes.
She was very involved in everything, I feel, and really kind of getting you guys outside playing and talking and engaging. She just was really good at that. Now, I know she was 59 when she passed, but I feel like she would have had a grandchild at least, but I feel like children. She would have had grandchildren. Is that
Yes,
correct? Okay, because I feel like
Yes.
that was her other biggest joy, was being a grandmother. And I feel like, you know, she was just, I think that was like her favorite thing in the world, being a grandma. Would you understand this?
Yes.
And your father has passed as well? Because I feel like
Yes.
she's over there with her husband. Okay, and they would have
Yes.
been married all the way to the end, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And your mom, I do feel like her passing was an illness. Can you understand that?
She had an aneurysm.
Okay. Don't tell me things. You're feeding me.
Okay. Okay.
You got to say no, because you know what? The no's help me just as much as the yeses. I always tell people the yeses help strengthen my connection, and the no's let me know that, hey, I've interpreted something wrong, or I need to go back and try to understand it. So if you told me no, or it could mean somebody new is trying to come through. So let me have my no's. I don't mind them, okay? All right.
All right.
So if it's the aneurysm, would you understand her then not feeling well for a while before that happened?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like there would have been things that she just didn't know, maybe didn't go to the doctor. I don't know, but I just feel like my health isn't great before I passed.
Right.
Okay, and my second sentence I was going to say before you said the aneurysm was, even though she wasn't feeling well, I still feel like her passing came out of nowhere and was unexpected.
Yes.
And that's typical with an aneurysm. You're not expecting it. It does come out of nowhere.
Right.
And then your father, I feel like, yes, he lived longer, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. But I just don't feel like he lived super long either. Is that correct?
Not really. I mean, 70, I think 72 or...
Yeah, so it wasn't that much longer after her, like 10, 13 years, 10 to 15 years. Because I feel like, that's still young. I feel like, 80 to 90 seems like what people are living to now, but it just still seems like it wasn't that long. Like he didn't pass too much longer after her. And I also feel like, your father, he missed your mom a lot, I feel. Can you understand that?
Yes.
He was lonely, I feel, without her.
Yes.
And they were married a very long time. I feel like they were married for, I just feel a very long time. That they got married when they were young, okay? Well, no, I take that back. I'm sorry. Your mom got married. Is that your mom's second husband you said earlier?
Yes.
Her first marriage, she got married very young, didn't she?
Yes.
Okay, and is that your father? Her first marriage?
No.
Oh, okay. But is that somebody's father?
Yes.
Okay. And he's passed as well, hasn't he?
Yes.
Okay, so that's who she's talking about. They got married really young. All right.
Yes.
See, Spirit corrects me when I'm wrong. Because as I said that, all of a sudden I felt like I'm way off, like they're telling me, no, you got that wrong. But your mom and your dad were very much in love, I do feel like. This is her second husband, right?
Right.
Yeah. And did your mom collect things? Did she have like a collection of like knickknacks or something? Or teacups?
Yes.
Teacups. Is it teacups?
Well, she had a couple teacups, but she didn't really collect them.
No, there's something little then, okay? Little. Can you understand that? Like what? Hold on, what are the words? I want to say cherub, but that's not the right word. But figurines, little figurines. Can you understand that?
She had some, yes.
Okay, but do you have that collection now?
We spread it out.
Okay. And do you know if that collection is actually worth money now? Because I feel like it would be worth something. It's kind of, you wouldn't think it would be, but it is. Would you understand that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe look it up. Because I feel like I feel like she's saying people underestimate it. Um, but it has a lot of sentimental value for sure. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
And your father, did he have a special watch that he always wore or that was special to him that was his father's?
No.
Okay, so would you understand a pocket watch? Maybe it's not your dad's, but does a pocket watch mean anything to you?
No.
Hmm.
We do have his watch.
But it's not a special watch or something he had a long
No.
time? No, that's not what it is. So I might have the wrong thing, so let me kind of understand that real quick. Here, give me a second.
Okay.
Was your father in the military?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe it's not a watch, but I feel like there's something of his that he has that was his father's, that he would have had, and it was his father's, and he carried down in the family. Would you understand that?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Was your grandfather, his father, also in the military?
I don't know that.
Okay. I might have lost connection here because I might feel like I'm bringing in somebody new. So I'm going to leave you with that, okay? Because I feel like I kind of lost it just now. And now I might be getting somebody new.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Yes. So so I'm going to let you go, and I'm just going to thank you for calling in. I really appreciate that. Just know that your mom is around you, and she wanted to come through so much, and she loves you so much. Oh, one more thing. Are you going somewhere right now, or are you planning a trip somewhere to like the beach or the ocean, some special place that you went as a kid with your mom? Or did you just get back from a place?
No.
Okay, because I just feel like she's saying you're going to be going there soon, so I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
So I'll leave that with you. Oh, hi, doggies.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay, so I do feel like I switched in the middle of that reading, and so I just wanted to kind of see if anybody else can understand. Whoops. Anybody else can understand a pocket watch, a man in spirit, I do believe a father, and this also military background, because I think I was switching. Somebody jumped in on her. So if anybody can understand that. Hi, Roger. I see that you said good evening. Hello. It's hard to keep up on all these comments, guys, so I do my best. I'm sorry. They happen so fast. Let's see. So, Janet, so can you understand if it's an uncle, would you understand the pocket watch, and would you understand the military background? Okay, and my dad was in the military. All right, Jenna, I'm going to have you call in. I'm going to give you the number right here. I'm typing it in right now. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Give me a call, Janet. I do feel like your people stepped in here. That happens, and I'm a little off tonight because I haven't been feeling good all day, but not that bad that I can't read or bring in spirit, so I'm going to keep going for it. Okay, and I've got somebody else that can take the information. Got family on Instagram. Let me finish with Janet, and then I'm going to get back with you, okay? So hold on there. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Nice to speak with you again.
Yeah, so you have an uncle that's in spirit, and he gave your father a pocket watch, and your father was in the military, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and were you quite close with this uncle?
Very close.
Perfect. So what I'm going to say is I do feel like he jumped in and he was like, I'm going to come through. I'm going to come through. He was like in a hurry. But would you understand this uncle being a very, I feel like he could be kind of an outgoing or upbeat person. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of like he could be the life of the party if he wanted. He's a fun guy if he wanted.
Yes.
Because he's also, he's a very independent guy. He's got a mind of his own. He likes to do things his way. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and he's a bit of a character too, I feel. I do feel like he's just very unique, his personality and the way he is. Would you understand this?
I do.
Okay, bit quirky, right?
Yes.
Okay, and your father, he's totally different. Now, this uncle of yours is your father's brother, or is that your father's uncle? And so
It's my father's brother.
his brother. Okay, your father and him are totally different, correct?
They are.
Yeah, because I feel like your father's way more even out, like evened out. What's the right word? Your father's I just feel like your father's a little bit more low. My words are coming out wrong, but you know what I mean. He's a little bit more mellow than your uncle.
Yes.
He doesn't like to be the center of attention. Your father.
That's correct.
And your father, I also feel like was really solid in the sense of like he liked things a certain way. He was very structured. He wanted his life, he planned things out. Your father, would you understand that?
Yes.
And where I feel like your uncle was really more spur of the moment. He was just lived his life that way, and he was a happy man that way.
That's correct.
And with your father, he was a good dad, I feel like, but I do feel like he worked hard all of your life, and it was like he wasn't around as much as you wanted. Would you understand this?
Yeah, he had to work 2 jobs to keep our family.
Yeah, and I feel like that was hard for him because he wanted to be there for you guys, but he couldn't. Okay?
Yeah.
And I also feel like with your father, it's really like he's very loving, but it's hard for him to show his emotions sometimes. Would you understand this?
Totally understand.
He wanted to, but it was just so hard for him because he was very sensitive down deep. He had to really put on he had to be mind. Do you understand this?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And your mother, is she still here?
No.
So she's passed as well. Would you understand your father passing before your mother then?
My father did not pass. My uncle passed.
He passed before your mom. Okay. And was your uncle and your mom quite close too? Because I feel like
very close.
Yeah, I feel like he's like, that's my family too. Now, your uncle had his own family, correct?
Yes.
And I just feel like you guys all grew up together. Would you understand that?
We are very close.
Okay. And was your uncle quite the comedian in the family too? I just feel like he was always cracking jokes. He was always kind of getting everybody laughing at parties and stuff, or just kind of getting everybody going.
Yeah.
Did you understand that?
Yes, and he loved to dance and
dance.
Show his dancing skills.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like he was really a lot of fun. He just makes me want to laugh. And I don't know if you remember this or if you recall this or if not, but I feel like your uncle had dimples. Is this correct?
He did.
Because I feel like when he makes me want to smile, and I feel those dimples. He's sweet, and I don't know if he had these round cheeks, but I feel like he had rounder cheeks as well.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
I want to say, huh?
He always loved to smile.
Yeah, I feel like I want to smile really big with him. Very happy man. And I feel like your dad had a side of him like this too, but he didn't have the opportunity to always just be so free like your uncle.
Yeah.
And I know that they loved each other, but I do feel like sometimes your dad and him could not get along. Can you understand that?
Yes.
I think that your dad would get frustrated sometimes with him. Just because they were so different and he didn't understand. But I know that no matter what, they always loved each other, and if push came to shove, even when they were mad at each other, they would be there for each other no matter what. That's just the way they were. They were both a little bit stubborn. Would you understand this?
Yes. They had fallouts, but they would come together.
Right.
After
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, but they always, like, if they needed it, they knew that the other one would be there no matter what, you know?
Yep.
Your father is such a sweet man. He really is. I know that he could be difficult, but he was very sweet. Can you understand that?
Yes, very stubborn.
Yeah, I feel like it runs in the family. I hope that we don't take offense. I don't know if that's how you are, but I feel like all of you guys are a little bit stubborn like your dad.
Yes, I can relate. I can relate. I fess up.
Because he's going, I'm not the only one.
Right.
But you know, all your family is over there and they just love you very much and they're watching over you. Did your father pass from some sort of a heart or lung? I just feel like I want to go to my chest area.
No, my dad's alive.
Oh, not your father, your uncle, sorry.
My uncle.
Yeah,
no,
your uncle.
No, that was not my uncle. My mother passed from the heart chest area.
Ah, okay, so it's mom who did this. Okay, got it. Perfect. So so she's just making sure that we know she's here. And do you have a necklace that belonged to your mother, or did you get a special necklace for your mom after she passed or something?
I have her necklace.
And are you wearing it now?
No, not now.
Okay, but were you wearing it this week or recently?
My daughter wears my mom's necklace.
Ah, that's what she's talking about. Okay, that's perfect. So she's just acknowledging that. And she was close with your daughter as well, wasn't she?
She was very close. My daughter took care of her when she passed.
Yeah, and your mom loves her. She loves the whole family, but she's just sending lots of love to you guys, okay?
That's excellent.
So just know she's around, she's watching over you. And I keep seeing blue jays. Is there something about bluebirds, those blue jay birds, or what are they called, you know?
Don't associate the bluebirds or the blue jays.
I don't know what that is. What about with your uncle? Is that it? Maybe it's like blue jays. Is there like or bluebirds? What is that? There's like, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not good with these little symbols they give me sometimes, but I will figure that one out. But I do feel like there's something about a bird that sings and it's got blue on it. So maybe it's not a blue jay, but it's like a blue bird. So I want to give you that because pay attention, because if you haven't seen that now, you're going to see it, I feel like, okay?
Okay.
And I'm just going to leave you with that. All right?
Okay. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. I wish you the best. Good night.
Okay.
All right, bye. Okay, so now who was it that I said I was coming back to? There we are. Okay, got family. I'm going to see how I'm going to try to all right, I'm going to post a number in here for you, got family. Please don't call it anybody else. It's just for her because I want to give her a reading and I don't want the line to be busy when she calls, okay? 60. So that's my number to give me a call, got family. Perfect. And I'm going to try to connect with your family as well because I feel like that was like a double link that was happening. And I want to see where we go with it, okay? So give me a call. And let's see. And everybody else, if you can take a lot of this, take it as like, take the message for yourself as well. It's what we call a piggyback. And sometimes spirits like tries to be really efficient and they'll all kind of come in and one person will get through, but there's a lot of things that are, similar with each other. So the message is for everybody, okay? So I see you're calling, got family, but it's not ringing yet. So did I type it right? Yes, I did. Okay. Just double checking. Just waiting for her to call, or him. I'm not sure who it is. While we wait, I'll just keep talking. So, and let's see. Oh, perfect. There we go. Hi, this is Kelly. Oh, you're not on
Pam.
speaker. There we go. And what is it? Did you say Amanda or Pam?
Amanda.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard Pam for a second. So you had family in the military, and you have your, what was it, your grandfather's pocket watch?
I have my grandfather's pocket watch, and he was in the military.
Perfect. Now, don't tell me any more. So, okay. And your father's still here, correct?
My father is still here.
Okay. That's perfect. So, but you have the pocket watch, not your father.
I have the pocket watch.
And-
My grandfather was in the military. I
Okay.
have his necklace.
Okay, perfect. So don't say any more. Let me just connect with him. So would you understand with this grandfather, he's kind of a rough around the edges. Would you understand
Yes,
that about
very.
him?
Yes.
Okay. And he's a sweetheart, but he puts on a show like he's a Mr. Tough guy.
Yes.
Like a little grumpy kind of sometimes, but he's really not grumpy.
Always.
Yeah. And he really has a big heart, and he's a very caring man, but he tries to act like he's not. And he's got a bit of a what do you call that, where it's like he doesn't want to show his own feelings. He wants to act strong for everybody.
Yes.
Macho-ness, like, pride. He's a
Yes.
proud man.
Yes.
Okay. And would you understand when he was in the military, he would have been somebody that was like in charge, one of the leaders. I don't know what they're called in the military. I'm terrible with all that stuff. But
yeah, he would have
been
been.
like a sergeant or something like that. I don't know what they are. But I feel like he's more of a leader. He's somebody that like kind of snaps people into to shape and gets you going and getting things happening. He's a mover.
Very much so.
Okay. And he's also a very smart man. I feel like he had a lot of his own ideas. Was he an inventor?
No.
Okay, would you understand him though having a lot of ideas, like things that he could have been an inventor? Because I just feel like he was creative the way he thought.
Yes.
All right, and I feel like he would have created things like maybe even invented things at his own home, like to make things run smoothly. Okay, and would you understand him? I know he didn't do this for a living, but he was quite handy and could figure out how to do or build or make anything work. Would you understand this?
Yes, he did that for the city we live in.
Okay, so he did do that for a living. I just felt like he was good at that, and he could do that if he wanted, but I didn't think he did it for a living.
He did.
Okay, but was he in charge of did he have like a team under him, or was he in management? Because I feel like he kind of delegated a lot of things, and he showed people things, like taught people things.
Yes, he did.
And he was very proud of his job and what he had done. Can you understand that?
Yes. Without telling you too much, the pocket watch is from the company that he worked for.
Perfect. Because I felt like the pocket watch was really special, and it's engraved as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And is there also a plaque for him that somebody made? Would you understand that? Okay. Because he was like, I feel like when he passed, a lot of people came forward for him that really loved him, like a lot more than like people realized. Can you understand that? Like I feel like he touched a lot of hearts.
I was young.
Okay. I just feel like he touched a lot of people and he didn't even realize that. Can you understand that?
Yes.
And would you also understand everyone loves to tell stories about him still. And you guys laugh. And he loves that. He loves that you guys keep him alive with these stories, and that the family still talks and gathers and talks about him at holidays and things, and that there's pictures of him still. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And I do feel like, he was a good-looking man in his day. Or he thought so.
Yes. He sure did think so.
Yeah, because he's like, I was a good-looking guy. So
he used to tell me to find a man like him.
Yeah. A little bit fun. That's the fun part of him. He has a real fun side. But he was quite the gentleman. Even though he had this grumpy side, he was quite the gentleman. Can you understand that?
Yes, to me, yes.
Yes, I feel like he would open doors and things like that. He wanted, you to know how to be treated.
I agree.
And and your dad's still here, right? Because your dad and him didn't always see eye to eye, did they?
They did not.
And I feel like when your grandfather passed, your dad and him might even have been in a little bit of a feud. Would you understand that? They may have tried to make up, but I feel like there was tension.
This was my mom's, and my mom was going through a divorce from my father when my grandma died.
So I feel like he has a lot of respect for your dad, and he's sorry.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened back then, but I feel like now that he's in spirit, he's sending a lot of love to your dad.
Okay.
And telling him he's sorry, because he was tough on your dad.
Yes.
He was very tough on him, because that's the kind of dad he was.
Yes, that was the kind of dad he was.
Nobody was going to be good enough. He wanted the best, and in his way, that's how he was going to make it happen, I feel, you know?
Yeah.
And your mom's still here, right?
Yes. Yes.
So he was also tough on your mom, though, wasn't he?
Yes.
He could just be tough with his children in general, but he wasn't like that with grandkids.
Yep. That's exactly him. 100%. My mom said that I was the light of his life. And
yeah.
He was a totally different person with me and my sister than he was with them.
Right. Because you guys were not his children. It was her job to be that way with you. He got to be grandfather. And I feel like he liked to be called grandfather, not grandpa. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, why is it? I feel like there was a formality to his name. He liked it to be very formal.
He's Portuguese, and we used to call him Pape, which is grandfather in
So
Portuguese.
Is that like the formal way in Portuguese?
I would think so.
Because I feel like he didn't like the slang. He wanted the formal name.
I would think a military man might.
Yeah, ask your mom if that's like the formal name in Portuguese, okay?
Oh, yes, I will.
Because you know how like in every language there's like the formal and then there's like grandpa, like in English it's grandfather and then it's grandpa or gramps, or you know, there's all these like little short versions. I feel like he wanted it's like he felt like he earned that title. He was proud of it.
Yes, I believe that.
And would you understand him liking older cars?
Yes.
Because I feel like he would have had one that he worked on all the time, or he just loved them.
He wanted one.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just feel like that was like something he loved.
And that's something my dad was doing. My dad was really into fixing up older cars.
Okay, and I feel like he loved that too. Okay?
Yeah.
So he's just acknowledging that. And you said you had the watch and you worked for the company. It wasn't like Timex or something like that, was it?
No.
Okay. The reason I ask is I just started hearing from him, it takes a licking but keeps on ticking. And, you know, that's like the Timex saying, isn't it?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure what that was about, so I just thought I'd ask. But that also feels to me more of like his personality. Like, you can't hold this man down.
True.
You know, he's going to keep fighting, and I feel like when he got older and he got sick, his passing was from an illness. Can you understand that?
Yes.
I feel like he kept fighting. He wasn't going to let this illness get the best of him.
Nope.
And
stubborn.
Yeah, and he fought this illness, I feel like, until the very end.
He tried.
Yeah, and he you know, he fought it off, I feel like, as long as he could. So
yes.
That's what he's saying, you know. And I don't know what this is. If this, sorry, I'm stuttering because he's going so fast. I feel like he's over there now and everything works great. Like, he's dancing, he's having a great time, he's living life.
Okay, that's good.
I feel like things weren't working so great here.
They weren't.
So they are there, and he wants his feet work great. Everything's great. He's like loving it, you know. So I just want you to know that, and he's loving the family, watching over everybody. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I wish you the best. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, Patty. And then, so I'm not going to stay on too long tonight because I have my son with me because my husband's out of town, and what time is it? It is getting late, and he's over here on the floor sleeping on the ground, totally passed out because he had a long day at school today. So I do need to get him home, but I just wanted to come on and do a couple readings and go over some of my announcements. I will be back next Wednesday at the same time, so please join me. And if you have questions that you are curious about mediumship or psychic, you know, you can always post them on my Facebook page or send me a message, and I'll try to answer them on this on the Facebook Live or the Instagram Live. Okay. So thanks for coming on, everybody, tonight. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.